What is the bottom portion of a diamond called? A, the inclusion, B, the pavilion, or C, the Kardashian?
Okay. It's important to note, Josh, since you're the customer.
I am. I don't know anything about this.
Because every salesperson loves to role play, and I'm going to do it on camera. Because the 4 C's, which of course is cut, color, clarity, and carat weight,
okay,
those are all based on that. It's important to focus on those initially because they're all about rarity.
So the 4 C's are a consistent way,
universally, globally accepted way to grade diamonds.
With the goal of trying to identify the rarity of a diamond.
That's correct. I don't like it when somebody walks in and says, I gotta have this color and I gotta have this clarity. It's gotta be this and this, right? By doing so, my advice to every consumer is don't do that. because
my advice is don't.
You're pigeonholing yourself and you're taking off some potentially gorgeous diamonds off the table because they didn't meet your preconceived notions of because what you read in an article online, which has nothing to do with the sparkly diamond that's in your face. Looking at diamonds in person and reading about diamonds on your computer screen are two entirely different things. So what causes the yellow?
Right. Yeah.
Right? Nitrogen.
Okay.
The more nitrogen gas that's trapped inside the diamond, the more yellow it will be. It starts with D as the most colorless of all diamonds.
Why?
Don't ask me why it starts at D. Don't ask me why it doesn't start at A, because it just starts at D. So
it's mostly just like a random fluke chance, though. Like some are going to have
most
less.
Customers don't interrupt this much. I don't know what's going on. Why are you sabotaging my show? One of the interesting things about diamonds is they know a lot about the side of that. So to answer your question, it's not at all what you asked.
Not even close.
But so I ask you, Mr. Customer.
Yeah.
If a D, an E, and an F all look identical, why do you need to spend the money on the D or the E? You don't need to answer that.
I think I'm going to be concerned about what will be noticeable.
Yeah.
Like what will she see? Like will she know that I've got her a yellowish diamond? And at what grade will that start to become more apparent?
Now, my experience with the average consumer at the diamond counter is most people can start to pick up color in that like IJ range. Clarity affects price more than any other characteristic, sometimes more than weight. And so people will come in and they'll say, I need a GH color and I need a VS2, because they take the middle of both scales and they think, well, I'll just get the middle. I don't need to go top and I don't want to go too far down. But the middle of the clarity scale is not the same thing as the middle of the color scale.
What are inclusions?
So
what are they?
Generally, the most common would be, some of the most common would be, as far as another host material would be a diamond that's trapped inside of the diamond.
What?
Yeah, you can have a diamond crystal trapped inside of the diamond.
So if it's stuff inside the diamond, I guess my instinct would be to think that that's bad.
Yeah.
That somehow is not a good thing. But when you just told me that sometimes it's a diamond inside of another diamond, I was like, well, that's kind of neat, actually. How do you...
Unfortunately, I'm with you. I have always felt like a cool inclusion should add rarity, should add value, because it adds to the cool story, and they're actually very unusual.
Part of the thing that could be neat is that I've got a diamond that's got a unique little fingerprint in it. It's almost like no other diamond in the world is going to have this neat little inclusion in the same place that it does. And so it almost amplifies the rarity of it even more to me.
Right.
Not in terms of the rarity of a diamond in general, but it might mean more to me to know that there's something special in there that's not in any other diamond anywhere, because inclusions are unique.
The inclusion is part of what tells the story of that diamond. Yeah. Right? The inclusion tells that story of how it was formed in the earth.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And like, how cool is it?
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we celebrate love with things that were formed 1 billion years ago in the mantle of the earth.
Right. Yeah.
It's incredible. What you should do when you're buying a diamond is you should spend your money where it makes sense.
Yes.
But most importantly, you should save your money where it makes sense.
Okay. And that's the color clarity parts, in your opinion,
that's
the way
the
you
color and clarity
side
of things. I think some people sometimes feel funny if they come in together, and they shouldn't, because that gives us a really good idea of what it is that they want that engagement ring to look like. And then the person buying it, it's not a mystery.
Well, but maybe they wanted it to be the mystery, which is why they would assume.
But it still can be, because you still can get it to a point where you end up with 3 or 4 choices, sometimes 5 or 6, kind of what the shape of the diamond is going to be. Is it going to be a princess cut? Is it going to be a round? Is it going to be an oval?
Right.
And then it's always, as I always say in those conversations, it's perfectly acceptable to say, I would be equally happy with any of these. And then that's kind of your surprise.
Why you do that, by the way?
Why do we greet them?
Yeah.
Well, because it would just be awkward if they just came in and we just started opening cases and showing them things.
You're not coming out to pounce on people. You're just
Well, you wouldn't have somebody come into your house
and not say anything.
Let them just wander around and go check out the bathroom and things like that. You know,
I'm just browsing.
You would at least greet them,
Yeah,
and then they would
just
say, "I need to
browse
go to the restroom." Oh, well, here you go.
Let's go on.
This is going great.
This is going great.